Hey, how you doing? This is for the extra credit assignment, practical application of what we learned this semester, in video form. I like to yap, and so we're gonna go video form here. But I found it fascinating, this class. I learned a lot more than I expected to, and I was able to really, honestly, kind of like it, I've stepped into a new leadership position at Youth World and having to do a lot of that. And so this is going to be useful for my management, the way I lead my volunteer team, or I should say our volunteer team, me and my Youth World coworkers, how we lead our team. And so whether it was just having emotional intelligence and being really smart about the way we approach situations. We just talked about actually ending, I think it was chapter, I've got the book pulled up just so I'm quoting the right pages. But we talked about in 15 being, being effective in a group versus a team setting, and then organizationally. We looked at leadership in we looked at motivation and performance. And so we looked at what motivates people. What can we use to motivate people? We looked at Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And so that's kind of, now I would say Youth World, our motivation to do what we do is Maslow's, like the top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? And so self-actualization needs, it's the highest level, which is the realization to attain the fullest level a human being can be. And so as a volunteer, as a member, I am actively pursuing that highest need, because in my job at this point, it's me being the best I can be to bring out the best in the other kids, versus I would say that we get to meet the physiological needs of these kids, allowing us to progress through Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? You've got a kid that comes in that's not guaranteed a meal. And so we're meeting those physiological needs by providing them with a meal. By providing for that, we can then progress our way through. Let me pull this up really quick. So, but like we're able to, after meeting the physiological needs of the kid, we're able to then progress on to the safety needs. And so we like to provide a safe environment where they should feel comfortable approaching us with things that are hard. And we want to be a voice of reason and a voice of comfort in those circumstances. Belongingness and love needs, we're able to provide them with, they feel like they belong here, that they are loved and cared about by the Lord, and that through that we are able to present onto them that gospel and the love of Jesus Christ. The esteem needs of the prestige, the feeling of accomplishment. We do, just in our kids especially, we do homework help. And so we are helping them to attain their academic goals in life and able to progress through academics, where some of them have felt like they are not good enough and they cannot achieve because they told they cannot achieve. And so we are giving them an opportunity to achieve, and we're providing tools to help them achieve, and we're seeing them achieve things and feel esteemed and feel good pride about doing good and joy and this overflowing, like, oh my gosh, I did it. I didn't think I could pass, right? And then finally, if we can get them to the end, we're hitting the self-actualization, where now it's, hey, you want to be the best you can be, and we want you to go in and pour out. And so, like Maslow's hierarchy needs kind of perfectly fits our goal as an organization of what we are attempting to do and what our goal is at the end, right? I loved the team differentiation between a team and a group, but it's got me thinking a lot of, like, how do I incorporate my group into the team? Because I feel like there's a disconnect there of where I've got all these goals I want to hit, and my team or my group, our volunteer group, doesn't understand all of those, and so they're going about their day when I could incorporate them in some of these goals, kind of bridging the gap between our team and our group, allowing them to understand what we're doing and why we're doing it, and then allow them to step forward with confidence that they're going to be able to help us in achieving these goals. And so, to be honest, I didn't think that I would learn some of this stuff the way I have, and that was actually quite surprising. I was really shocked at kind of the way we were able to learn. Also, just kind of talking through like your attitude, like which attitude, again, I'm just pulling from the textbook, but attitude is a collection of feelings and belief. And so part of it has been like, man, what is my attitude towards work? I had to really step back and be like, what is my attitude? What are my collection of feelings and beliefs about what I'm doing? And are they right or wrong? Like, do I need to change them? Are they good where they're at? Is the organization holding an attitude that isn't what it needs to be? And we need to change that too. And so there's been a lot of thought that's gone into this semester about my role at Youth World, how my management style will affect the effectiveness, the efficiency, if you will, of Youth World's goals, and kind of my position is in the organization. Am I, and as a leader in our organization, how am I leading out well to everybody that's below me? And so I really appreciate this semester. I know, obviously, we haven't been face-to-face, but I can tell that you care about this class. I love the varied assignment style. I think it's been great. It's allowed me to understand the information better. Like, I leave every unit really understand, or each chapter, understanding the content from multiple perspectives. And so it's made the quizzes easier because I've done the SBs and I've done an SB and I've done an activity, and so now it's the quiz. And I have two perspectives going into that quiz that allow me to be more effective in that. So it's been a great class. Super grateful for the opportunity, and I hope you liked what I had to share.